Wait a minute. That's not what it's like to work here. That recruiting video's just a hunk of shit.
What's up, everybody? It's Biohazard here, and I've got Ralgoth with me today. He's going to be helping me out, and we're going to be trying to get some fun trading done for the day. Earn a little bit of more cash, so get ready for tomorrow's setup and giveaway. If you'll bear with me for just a minute or two, though, I am going to go ahead and make sure I've got everything set up so I can monitor the stream itself. Because right now it still seems to be wanting to show somebody that I host. But anyway, good morning, Praetorian. Good morning, Jelly. How you guys doing? There we go. So I see it live over on YouTube. Now, what's up with Twitch on my side? Let's turn that off, turn that back on. There we go. Now I can see it. That's much better. Okay. Alright, so again, Ralgoth, I will meet you over at Latham. I'm going to go ahead and bring a cat over.
Roger.
Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days where I got to pull my head out of my butt first. It's too early. So guys, check the Jelly and Praetorian. If you guys will check the emotes, I did upload that fail emote that was posted over in Discord. So I did upload that. I don't know if they've approved it yet or if it's gone through, but if you would you check for me? It should be the one where it's like got me holding my head like this and a little saying off to the side. Good morning, guys. So we got more and more people joining. Kind of today, it's really just kind of a open forum, kind of mess around and farm up tomorrow's giveaway cash. I mean, I've got plenty to be able to do it, but you know, again, still one of those days where you just want to go ahead and be prepared and be ready to for the next day. So we've got a couple of cats, and I've got Ralgoth who's going to be helping me as a secondary pilot, and although the Mantis did come out today, Ralgoth let me know that the interdiction capability on there seems to be not functioning properly. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident that trading may be able to continue and work through this month, even though a whole bunch of people are going to have Mantises in their hands. So we're going to just go ahead and try it. Hey, good morning, Revere. You missed yesterday's stream, buddy. I went through and did some newbie trading stuff using the app, and there was one suggestion that I did have because I ran into a little bit of a challenge. I'll show it to you here in just 1 second once I'm actually out of the location. What's up with what's up going on, Jelly? What's happening? Why is it testing you today? Oh, dude, that's all good, man. I'm glad you were able to get all your stuff together and get your system rebuilt. I know you were talking about that the other day. Good morning, Anderson. How you doing today, buddy? Well, you know, you've got that break-in period that you're going to have to deal with there, Revere, and it's you're always going to find those one or two things that like didn't configure right. You got to tweak it and mess around with it. But is the overall performance right now feel like it's significantly better? No Moby, Prowler's destroyed, but retrievable, not claimable. Can remove components and now have infinite load screen, so reset, here I come. Oh, dude, man, I am so sorry. That sucks. Alright, let's see here. Let me meet up with you over there. Have you already made it there, Ralgoff? I hadn't checked the map. Looks like it.
I'm coming up on it soon.
Alright. So there was Revere, there's a couple little things that just future potential projects there. Let me jump here and I will pull the screen up and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get to Gallic. Alright, so like, here we go. When you're under your databanks, right, and I wanted to go, and I was trying to find, trade ports. And I was trying to find trade ports. When I came in and did the include, right, if I wanted to say, for example, I was looking for Tram and Myers, right? Unless I came back in here, it won't give it to me. But unless I came back in here and I did Sealan and then applied it, it's like you couldn't go directly to the lower tag. Okay? So that was definitely one thing that, when you're trying to get in here and you're trying to do quick searches to see what they buy, what they sell, kind of stuff, that was one that was, it was there. Okay? So that's one search capability you might want to put on in the future. And I got to tab back over here because I know still had stuff going. No problem. Dev Gallic trade ports. Are you asking me to check it for you? Is that what you're... Yes, I can. I should be able to. Hold on. Let me, give me a second here. Dude, it is not letting me nuke it completely from the deal. The only thing it'll let me do is actually block you as a user. Alright, the other one, and I'm going to do a slow approach here while we're getting things set up, but the other one, Revere, is based upon what I was doing yesterday. It kind of made sense that, especially if people are going to be using the tool, and a lot of new people, because they're going to eventually form their own trade routes, right? But especially if they're going to be using the tool in the interim, Okay, when you're looking at commodities, let's say, for example, I was running medical supplies, right? Um, One of the things that I would love to see, or even just in the general trading, is if you could do something where you have a option that says um, something like same planet trading, right? So it's like if you have a destination, so like an option box, like if you have this ship, this much credits, and you want to do same planet trading, right? So it'll give you a good filter list. Because if I'm here, good morning, Red Dragon. Because if I'm here and I go under like medical supplies, right? I could grab them on Sealand at Hicks, and then I could turn around and fly them over to Tram and Myers and sell them. So it's the quick short route kind of version to tell you this is the shortest route possible where you can make money doing that. So it's kind of one of those options, just future food for thought. It'll give a lot of people, especially as the systems start to grow and get bigger. It'll give a lot of people some options to be able to do some real quick turnarounds, especially with shorter things. So, I mean, like I said, just it's kind of one of those where it's just food for thought. If there's a way to get around it, there's a way to get around it. But it was something that I was testing out yesterday on stream, and we found a couple of very, very profitable back and forth jaunts that you could do over in the Crusader area. So it was really, really good. All right, now I can actually pick up speed a little bit. All right, cool, good enough, man. As I said, just it's one of those things that as we come up with it or as we run into it, it'll be recommendations that we make. It'll hopefully try and help you improve Gallag the Gallag site significantly. And I'm pushing for you to be the top source there for players to come to on quite a few fronts. Alright, so Shylock, Red Dragon, like I said, good morning, guys. Welcome back to stream. Hope your day and your morning's going pretty good. Bulldops, welcome back. Appreciate you for being here. Oh, Praetorian? No, 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 no. Not better than the current Laranite, but it's one of those that, like, you really need to be in a scenario that, if somebody is camping a location and you still want to make money, um, you'll be pretty good to, you'll be in a good position to be able to run other trades and not have to worry about not making money with a smaller ship. I mean, a 30 to 31,000 profit round trip in a freelancer, never risking more than 70,000 or 76,000 in credits. That's really not bad. So Anderson, do you want to? I'll tell you what. Do you want to sponsor a cat giveaway, and I'll sponsor a max giveaway tomorrow? That way we're giving away 2 trading vessels. Would you be up for that? And Ralgoff, you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right. The Caterpillar is yours, sir. it is loaded, and I will meet you back at, let's see, did you already take off? Yep. Alright. I'll meet you back over at, Lorville.
Roger.
Oh, just upgrading the giveaway? Well, then we can deal with just upgrading the giveaway. We'll give away a cat tomorrow. I'll make sure to put that in the post. Alright, so now I've got to get from Everest Harbor down to Lorville really quickly anyway, so... Or better yet, Anderson, how about this? Because the difference would actually be a little bit more. How about you sponsor a second max giveaway, and we give 2 people freelancer maxes tomorrow? Would that be cool? Alright, so Eric, and by the way, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever seen you really chatting before. But as far as the giveaway, it will happen tomorrow if you're on stream tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. Come back, and what we'll do is there will be a set of instructions that'll constantly spam about every 5-10 minutes, and it'll tell you how to enter that giveaway. And there will be a ticket drawing that happens before the end of my stream. So, you know, that'll be a good thing, being able to give away a couple of freelancer maxes tomorrow. Now, just so you're aware, Eric, this is an in-game purchased ship, so it is not a account-based ship. It's purchased with aUEC, so you will have the ship as long as you do not have to do a character reset. And even in some cases, the character reset will still maintain the ship, but it is a way really for a lot of new people in the community that are wanting to get into trading to have a quality trade ship for them. But yes, you will have to be on stream to do that. So Eric, the way I do that is I link up with you and I give you the cash for you to make the purchase, and then we go take the maiden flight. It's advertised like a ship, but I'm giving you the cash to make it happen. Okay, let's see. Alright, Gladius is here. And we've been doing that all month long, or you know, for a little while now. It's been Cuddy Blacks and Caterpillars and other things that we've kind of given away to this point. Oh, it should be pad 3, not hangar 3. But yeah, no, if you decide and you want to be able to get in on something like that, then it's no big deal. I mean, you'll see that there are some techniques that we run. I understand that you have a Caterpillar because of your account, you know, ship that you've purchased already. But there are some techniques that we run and run solo that are very, very helpful. You know, even with those larger ships like that can run some trades. So I don't exclude anybody from those giveaways. So the reality is you just have to be here live when the drawing happens in order to be able to get the ship. That's it. Spend the whole night yesterday trying to find good trade routes. Dude, if our Discord link is down below, okay? Feel free to join the Discord link, and within the Star Citizen chat lines, there are some fixed and pinned messages that have core trading routes that every freelancer pilot and every Caterpillar pilot should know about. So, you know, it's a ton of good information. It'll tell you costs. It'll tell you profits, it'll tell you locations, things like that, and it'll get you definitely on your way to making good chunk of change in the verse. Alright, so Eric, if you don't mind me asking you, like how much aUEC do you currently have in game? And also, when you see us and we're not on stream and we're just kind of hanging out on Discord, by all means, feel free to jump in and, you know, hang out with us and chill with us, because we tend to have, you know, a couple of people on every single night and just party up and do a bunch of different stuff outside of just stream time. So, with most of us, this is our core game that we all play, so it's a lot of fun. All right, so 1.4 million. All right, with 1.4 million and access to a Caterpillar, right now I would tell you that you're going to need to double your money before you start running Laranite. Okay? The temptation will be there to fill up your ship. So I would recommend titanium or astatine. Okay? Just like Anderson just posted right there, I would recommend titanium or astatine. You can do it all in the Hurston area, between either Ida or Ariel, running back here to and from Lorville. Okay, so it's real quick, real simple, easy runs. It's not a big issue. If you have trading discipline and you're not gonna, how can I put this? You're not gonna try and risk everything at one time. You can still trade Laranite, but but you don't trade with more than half of your funds. Okay, so that means that on the Caterpillar, you would be trading using only 700,000. Okay, and continue to only use half of your funds running back and forth with the cat until you hit that 3 million mark, and that's really where you want to be minimum before you start trying to run full loads of Laranite. Also, I know it sounds like a lot of information. I'm kind of preachy at this point with it, but you know, also make sure that you're playing on the European servers when you go through and you start doing, you know, trade routes like this, high value trade routes. For whatever reason, they are significantly more stable. One route from Bezzy spending 300k on Laranite and getting around 450k back in Lorville. Yeah, and that's what I said. If you stick to the hard, fast rule of never spend more than, you know, never spend more than half of your funds on a single trade, then you'll always be in a position where you can recover from a trade that may fail. Okay? My anti-American pro-Europe, our servers are just as good. You know, I said that once too, and you know, my experience has been that I have done much better on the European servers, but please don't take that the wrong way, because I am a true red-blooded American, and I was die-hard on playing on the U.S. servers all the time. It just, for whatever reason, I just ran into more issues. Now, in the morning times, I used to do this, Eric. I used to be a very big proponent of running the Australian servers in my morning time, because it's the middle of the night in Australia, so it felt more stable to me. And then I would switch to the U.S. servers in the afternoon. Well, you know, dude, I don't know what it is. I mean, you guys can watch. Like the other day, the challenge day that I did on Monday. That was 5.5, 6 hours of no issues whatsoever, pure server stability. It just is what it is. All right. So sorry, Ralgoff. Kind of got sidetracked there. All right, you're landed, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I am getting you a second caterpillar out. Oh man. That's one thing they need to finish up and work on here, is so that it doesn't give you that long error wait out time, even though it's still pulling the ship for you. Alright, looks like you're on pad 1.
Roger.
I will open the doors for you and get you up and flying. Yep. So, Eric, by all means, like Anderson is one of our resident trading experts. Um, Feel free to ask him as many questions in chat as you want, because he does know where to go and what to pull. So if I'm, got something else going on, he'll get you squared away. Alright, I'm trying to pay attention to which caterpillar's which, so. Don't want to claim that one. That one's full. Alright. Is your bay door open? Just to make sure?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
And I am taking off.
So, and for those of you that may have friends in the game that haven't figured out how to do this, the old setup would allow you to just load and load and load and load and load. Now there's a few little tricks that you have to do in order to be able to make this happen. So you'll be able to see that live here on stream. Let's see, that's Cat 2, and let me go ahead and pull out Cat 3. So, Eric, you're in luck, because Revere is one of the followers of this channel. He's been one of the supporters of this channel, and he's the dev of, or the developer of Gallic. So we kind of have a direct channel to him on a regular basis of when we want to be able to get stuff done. So, but yeah, we use Gallic on this channel all the time. Did I miss it? Let's... Where did it put it? Maybe it stuck me in Hangar 1. Probably should have stopped and looked at the terminal just to verify, but it is what it is. Yep, it put me in Hangar 1. Go ahead and get my doors open as well. So, yeah, Eric, there's a couple of other trades and other things that you can do that are outside of just that, and with the Laranite craze and things going on right now, there's a little bit less PvP that I've run into, but I'm not saying it's gone.
Porto was a mess this morning with tons of PvP.
Well, I got a feeling there's also going to be a situation where, as people start to feel out the this month's ship, there's going to be a lot of people out and about doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Alright, have you made it over there yet, Ralph? I know it's taken me a second to get out of here.
Almost there.
Alright, good. I want to make sure your little Pisces doesn't despawn on us for any reason. I'll see which way I'm headed off planet. Did you have to make a micro jump or hit any of the OMs?
Yeah, I had to hit one of the OMs.
So we're coming off that direction, which means the best way to head towards is Magna for a short jump. No, Eckhart, they used to be, but they're broken. Or Eric, they used to be, but they're broken right now. So it is, it's based on player presence. So if somebody's in there, you basically just have to leave the zone, come back in after they're gone, and it'll reset the terminal for you. Which is exactly what you're about to see on stream here. Yep. Anderson is 100% correct. That is exactly why a lot of people are hitting up Ariel to fill with Laranite. As long as you know how to do it, you can make a crud ton of cash. Okay, drop out of Quantum, please. I did not want to go all the way to Magna. Wonder what was up with that. Be there in a minute. Be there in a sec. Let's see. So, Anderson, what you're saying is, the reset, there's no one there. That's why it's meta right now. Each trip is 336k. But if you want to make a quick buck, buy 2 times Agresium on that outpost, and you'll make 180k profit. Yep. So, I mean, the long-term goal is a lot of people are probably looking, Anderson, to try and get into that multiple Caterpillar situation. But that's why I try and preach it mostly from a single Caterpillar perspective at this point.
There's a cat here.
Alright, no worries. If you want to fly out of the Armistice Zone, or, you know, lift off and once he loads, fly out of the Armistice Zone, that's cool too. That way, as soon as he's gone, we can come back in and reset it so that your pilot's not holding the terminal up. Oh, me? Here you go. Take a look. Right now, we have a fully loaded Caterpillar with 1.4 million on board, and I'm still sitting at 12.1, almost 12.2. Now, Anderson is sitting on about 37 million. 40. Okay, good to know. Thanks for thanks for the farming update there, Anderson. Yeah. Anderson farms a crap ton of aUEC in this game. Yeah, he's got an addiction to trades, which is a good thing for this channel. Absolutely love it. Love hanging out with him and talking to him about it.
There's a freelancer here too.
All right. They'll clear spot here shortly. It's not like this is a crazy rush. It's not like we're risking a whole lot of anything right now because we don't have any cargo on board. Now, Eric, ask Anderson how many caterpillars he owns. That's the real question. I thought I was bad. Yep. Anderson's just like me. He mined his way up to to get his first cat, and then after that, it was on like it was nobody's business. Now, since that point, I've updated to the Bandu Merchantman, so that's put me in a position where I have a permanent cat available to me. Yeah, like I said, Rao, I'm just holding off just outside of the armistice zone myself.
I'm just taking the little ship out. One of them is standing at the terminal, just standing there. The other one's waiting in line.
Well, we got a little bit of time. Not too worried. Looks like somebody just lifted off. The caterpillar just left. Other one just bolted. But looks like he's about to try and come back in and land again. It's all good. Let's see, can you keep an eye on him? I'll see if I can get on the ground and get to the terminal first and load you up.
Roger.
I'm not going to be gentle about it. Is he still just hanging out above us?
I do not see... yes. Yes, he is just hanging above us. Oh, he just disappeared.
Yeah, so, Anderson, I do understand I am not seeing a comlink. Which, you know, always a concerning feature. Alright, go ahead and head on back down and head into your caterpillar.
Roger.
Well, it's very possible, Anderson, that it is outfitted to kill, but we'll find out as soon as the first cat goes to take off. Let's sink back in, so... let's see. Don't you have someone to pilot for you so you leave and return to ship faster? So there are a couple of different techniques that we do on the channel. All right, and it depends on who's available to do what. And I do hire pilots on a regular basis. By the way, Ralph, go ahead and check the cargo on there. You should be good.
Okay.
Where did you land the Pisces?
Next to your cat.
Next to my cat. All right. So it's one of those where, how can I put this? The best way to look at this is whatever resources you have. There's a technique to do this solo pilot with multiple ships. There's a technique to do it with multiple ships and 2 pilots. There's a technique to do it with a pilot per Caterpillar. So it's really it's really up to that. Pilot empty seat, owner me. Come on, I should be able to get the rest of the information. Do you see product?
Indeed.
Alright, so once you leave the zone, I'll be flying back in. So, Eric, this is the reason why we brought the extra little ship out here, and we took a little bit of time at the very beginning to set this trade process up. Okay? Because if you do this properly, then what you end up with is the ability to get in and out of zone really, really quickly. Refresh your ships, reload everything, and you're good to go. Come on. Door closed. There we go. I don't want to leave your Pisces just sitting open for anybody. Yeah, we do. So that way I'm not having to climb in and out of the Caterpillar multiple times to fly the Caterpillar out of the zone. And you can do that with any ship, any little fighter, anything that you want. So if you have, like let's say in my scenario, I have 4 Caterpillars, right? I could have 4 pilots, 1 in each Caterpillar, me running in and out using the Pisces in order to be able to load the ships and get off station as quickly as possible. Okay, so we tripped up. We didn't wait long enough between you trying to leave station, so I have to run back out to the Pisces real quick. All weapons components, so I'm going to take... gonna burn it off this anger. Oh, dude, man, I am sorry, man. We'll help you out, brother. You're part of the channel. You help us out on a regular basis. This is we're gonna help you get everything back that you need to get back. That's just what we do here, man. So let me take a little bit longer flight, get out of the armistice zone one more time. That should be good. And there's a sweet spot on doing this. So sometimes it takes me a trip or two to kind of get used to where I need to be able to put this guy down, how far out that I have to go, that kind of routine. There we go. And in to go make our trade. also going into prison. That brings it all back. Oh, that's good to know, Anderson. I didn't realize that. Alright, so now, how far out are you from Lorville?
Landing now.
Okay. Good. So as you're landing, that means I'm not going to be sitting under massive risk because I'm getting ready to take off here in just a second. So feel free to go ahead and head up to the ship terminal, because we're gonna be flying out together on the next cat. So yeah, Eric, by the way, this is what it kind of comes down to. With this technique, given about 30 minutes worth of flight time, truthfully, I can get 4 total caterpillars fully loaded and make somewhere around 1.3 to 1.4 million in total profit. So that's the benefits of having like a farming day, kind of where you can just get out, get some flight time in, have a little fun, do things the right way.
Landed.
All right. I am en route. Setting for Hurston now. Which, of course, it doesn't want to let me set for Hurston. Let's get some more altitude. Yeah, so as there's a second player that's involved here, it wants to freak out about letting me set my locations. So we'll see how that works. Still gonna make me micro jump. That's annoying as hell. Let's see if that will now let me set back to Hurston. There it goes. So what is everybody else's plans for the day? What has everybody got on tap and on queue today? So, Eric, whether you're at Besdick or whether you're at Latham right now, but both of them can fill up a caterpillar, a single caterpillar. So it's not an issue whatsoever. That's one of those ones where it's, again, because of the way that it's min-maxing stock and your access to the location, it works. Alright, Lorville, there you are. Alright, making my final jump for my last approach. No, no, no. It's not it's my last jump for this final approach. It's not the end of what I'm doing here. We're gonna rinse and repeat this process, probably, 2 to 3 times tops during the stream today, so that again we can build up a ton more funds. Because if I can hit certain thresholds, then I'll do additional giveaways during the stream tomorrow as well. So. Eventually, I'd like to be able to get up to the point where I'm able to do a in-game giveaway almost on a daily basis. I'd love to be at that point in order to be able to share and help the community out. Even if that just turns into a we're just giving away money kind of routine. Well, Peter, Praetorian, that's if Anderson has the whole series now. Because of the generosity of the folks that are on the channel, obviously I'm not going to call out names or anything like that, but that's the reason why the channel has access to a whole C as soon as it comes out. But Anderson is going after the 890J, so yeah, that's really what he's looking for. I mean, now, part of it's also going to be the who has one routine, right? I mean, it's kind of like the reason why I've got a reclaimer right now and why I've got the 600i, because it's just not something that you see all the time. There's not a whole lot of functionality that is there with it other than it's just you have one. Alright, Xano, was that a soft enough landing for you? I tried to make it just smooth for you. 8 out of 10. Alright, what do I have to do to get a 10 out of 10, buddy? You gotta help me out here, brother. You gotta tell me how to get a 10 out of 10. Because you keep a vertical landing uncoupled. Jesus, are you trying to kill me? And we're talking in a non-VTOL, right? I'll do that one day when I am not running Laranite. You just want to see me land this fucker upside down, don't you? That's really what it's about. You just want to see me land this damn thing, and it's pretty much upside down. I mean, I liken the uncoupled landing of a Caterpillar to the situation of what Lorville's winds used to be like right at the beginning of 3.9. Alright, so Caterpillar 4. Where's it going to put it? Come on, system. There we go. Finally. See, that needs to hurry up and be done with. I don't like that. That takes too long. Alright, Caterpillar 4 is in Hangar 10. And you feel free to pilot. services. Let's get the door open. Honestly, Eric, I am looking forward to the hulls. That and the Bandu, the merchantman. Those are the ones that I'm looking forward to in the future. I have the Hull C now as a purchase ship on the account. So, I mean, I could go larger than that in the future, but I don't know if I really will until the org itself grows enough to fully support being able to run something like that, because you're going to have, one, a crap ton of funds, and two, you're going to have a crap ton of protection. Now, Eric, as you see, there is a donation list that or a donation deal that I started up just the other day. But what I'm hoping to be able to do is put together funds based upon the channel and the support from the channel in order to have the organization have access to a legitimate capital ship. And then, you know, if we can get stuff like that put together and then be able to run some large hulls with everything, maybe a Corvette or two, that's going to be so much funds for everybody in the org to share that it would be absolutely pathetic. You know what? Fair enough. While he's flying, give me a second. Let's see what I can do with that. Visual settings. Let's see. That's bar color, that's layout, that's background. Bar text color. Let's see. What if we just do that? I'm going to have to make those letters larger too. Alright, fair enough. Properties. Ooh, that's thickness. Let's change it to... I have to change some attributes here. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat as I'm trying to get through with this. It's being a pain in the butt. And that tells me... Why did that come in funny? Alright. Let's do that. Fix this. Yep. I'm working on it. Let's end this. Let's... And then I'm going to put an 11. Let's see if that'll work. There we go. That's a little bit cleaner. How's that better? Does that look better? Alright. I'll mess with it and make it much better off stream. But the reality is that'll work. Now it can actually be seen. So that's that kind of the interesting thing is when I'm looking at this, I've got my windows so shrunk that it's hard to be able to see. So I appreciate the feedback, and that makes it much easier to be able to deal with cleaning things up. So thank you very much, guys. All right, Lee, welcome back to stream. How you doing? Watching on lunch break, so I appreciate that you chose to share your lunch break with us today. I really do, bud. How's your day going? I know YouTube takes a little bit of time to kind of get things back and forth, so it may take him a second to answer there. Hey, Raul, do we have somebody down there?
They're taking off.
Alright, make sure they're out of the zone before we fly in. Yeah, probably should be good. So other than that, guys, like I said, anytime y'all have suggestions for the stream, things that you've seen with other streamers that you like, please feel free. Drop it in chat, send me a private message, do whatever, because those are the types of things that you know, as a newer streamer, I want to be able to get back together and you know, do what I can to improve the overall stream quality.
We're set down.
All right, I will be jumping out. Alright, so as soon as I have you loaded, I will be committing suicide.
Roger.
Now, Eric, here's the second part of this, and the reason why you know, it's good to have an uneven amount of caterpillars or an uneven amount of ships to do this with is because if you're working with a partner, then what you have the option to do is exactly what I'm about to right now. We load the Laranite, and then in interest of time, as soon as it's loaded, he's going to take off and head back to Lorville. Go ahead and head on out. I'm going to commit suicide, and because of where my location is that I'm bound to, which is Lorville, I should wake up in Lorville, and by the time he gets back, I'm already at the trade terminals selling all of the Laranite. Do it in one shot, so I'm not having to make that trip and run back and forth each caterpillar load. Because you do have to remember that every time you land a ship at a port and it stores, whatever it has and whatever's on it is safe. So you don't have to run and sell every single time. Like, for example, you said you're at 1.4 million, right? So if you had multiple ships, then what you can deal with... Alright. That's its own little trick, Eric, and I'll get into that one in a second. So basically, you know, if you have multiple ships, you can pick one, fly it out, load it, land it, go to the terminal, pick the second ship, fly out, load it, land it, and then when you get back, every ship should have its own, should be sellable at that point. Alright? As far as when terminals don't have product, it's because they are you're having synchronization issues to the server. Alright? There's a couple of different ways that you can handle it. One way is to run back out to your ship, get onto the local channel when it flashes saying you're on local channel, and then exit your ship again, and then go inside, talk to the attendant. I like to call him Bob. I know you're new here, but I like to go talk to him and just ask him, like, how's your day going, and then click the goodbye. Okay? And once you've done that routine, you should be fully synchronized on the server with the location. And that's when you go over to the trade terminal, and it should show you all the commodities. Now, it works most of the time, but there are a few places, like what we ran into yesterday, that no matter how many times you do it, it's just not going to work. And that's usually an indication that the server itself is getting dangerously close to crashing. Fly your ship closer to the terminal. I think this would be the join the channel you mentioned. Not necessarily. Like I said, it's really about how the database, because it's unoptimized, it's really about how the database and you are syncing. So you can synchronize yourself back to your ship's local channel, and then when you get out, it resynchronizes you back to the trade terminal location, the armistice zone. You probably won't see it with the fact that I'm running Laranite right now, but at a certain point, if Ralgoth has to jump off and you're still on stream, I'll run over to Ida and I'll grab some astatine, and you'll probably have to see it happen then. Just to show you how it works. Alright, Ralgoth, where are you at, buddy?
Landing now.
Okay. So hang out by the ship terminals, and we'll pick back up and do it again. Hey, Jelly, you feeling better? Get your rage walk in there. Your totally understandable rage walk. So yeah, this is 4 caterpillars officially in about 45 minutes. And this was kind of on the slow side. A 1,000 NPC lives as payment for their wrongdoings. So Eric, that's the deal. I don't care. Once that ship is landed at Lorville, it's protected. Even with a 30K, it's protected. Whatever is on that ship at that point, you do not lose. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and ask for permission to leave and fly on out. I've already unloaded your cat, by the way, so it's not a big deal.
Roger.
Good morning, Shiroki. How you doing? No. So if you're in flight, Eric, if you're in flight, then yes, you are at risk of losing whatever is sitting on that ship. But if you are legitimately at the location and you have touched down and it's a spawnable location, then it's 100% protected. Yeah. Now, if you go through and you claim a ship that has cargo on it, you will lose anything that's on there. I will be wearing my my flagged T-shirt. Yes, I will, Red Dragon. But I don't have an Uncle Sam top hat. But if you'd like me to go, I would have said let me put on one of my old camouflage, you know, hats. But with the green screen behind me, that would be a problem. Splash last known location of Calorie will still have the cargo. But sadly, the reason 30k is destructive is because you need to claim your ship. Yes, that is correct. You do have to claim the ship, and that's why it's bad. But as long as, before you ever claim it, if you're in a location where you can resell that stuff, like we do now. So Kevin Troy, thank you for the subscription, bud. Really appreciate it. Glad to see you here, and glad to see you hanging around. That was over on our YouTube side, so appreciate you, and be glad to hear from you in chat. So Eric, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I wouldn't love to get my hands on a Kraken, but the realist in me knows that getting a hold of a Kraken is going to be extremely difficult, and I'm going to have to sit on CIG's websites and the RSI website the moment that they launch it, in order to be able to say that I can get a hold of it. Let's see. Those are stored. Now, I'll be honest with you, I would love to see some cleanups and some fixes happen that, you know, if a 30k is going to take place, or does take place, that they're able to fix some of that. I like Anderson's idea. Did I just see Hangar 5 or 4? We'll double check. To where you could spawn it at last location, fly back out to it, and pick it back up. That would be a really good thing to be able to do. So I think we're in Hangar 4. He's just over here creeping. Let's get permission to get on out of here. Oh yeah, I mean, if that was what would happen. Now the problem is that somehow the server has not backed up your information. But if they could figure out how to make that happen, where you don't have, or if you have a 30K, you just respawn it, like at the last location it was at. So follow my logic on that. If you respawned it at the last location it was at, that would be at the same location where your trade terminal was at. So if it would respawn right after your full load took place, like it saved the moment you entered your ship, then that would make it significantly better and doable to where you could come back in and get back onto your to any 30K ship. That would be so much better. Alright. Hey, at least this time we got a straight shot to Ariel and we don't have to do any crazy stupid jumps. But yeah, so the trigger would have to be Anderson where the last save took place. Is it based upon when you're on your entering your system or changing a quote-unquote channel? Like when you get into your ship and it says you're now synchronizing to the local channel. So it would have to be something like that. But if the cargo's already loaded and then you jump onto the ship and it then synchronizes, then that would be a fantastic way to have that kind of save file if something were to happen with the 30K. You can try, but most of the time it will, the bots will actually, my server bot will turn around and tell you that it doesn't want links. It may let me as a moderator if I see it. It may let me push it through, so feel free to go ahead and try it, Eric. And if not, you can always post it in the Discord, and I can quickly link over to the Discord and take a look. Don't worry about it, man. It's not an issue. It's just a normal bot. So I was telling you not to worry. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can bring it up. Bear with me. There you go. It's an interesting transport concept, for sure. Alright, Raugoth, do we have any company down there, bud?
Negative.
Alright. I'm making my jump in right now.
Oh, someone just landed.
No worries. I'll probably be clear before I find, get into location anyway, so if you wanna...
And a second one's landing.
Is it the same pair that's been coming in and out? Is it a Caterpillar and a Freelancer?
No, it's two cats.
Alright. I'm just going to take it easy and a slow approach then. Yeah, the comm link is down again, which means somebody has taken it out to avoid gaining crime stats. So we are in a situation where there are potential hunters that are out and about right now. we'll know the first time a size 9 torpedo comes in and tells us good morning. So I see quite a few people that are sitting over on our YouTube side, and again, it's kind of one of those things where I just like to let everybody know tomorrow we do have a ship giveaway that is going to take place. And if you are already a current RSI account holder, okay, then on stream I do a giveaway every Friday. This month is Freelancer Maxes. Anderson Brigham has decided to sponsor giving away one of those as well. So we will have 2 of them available tomorrow to give away. And what will happen is that if you have an RSI account already and you're an active player, but you don't have a Freelancer Max and you want to get into trades, then what we'll do is, if you happen to be the lucky winner tomorrow, we will transfer you the funds. You have to be on stream at the point of time of giveaway to win the prize. But what we do is we transfer you the in-game currency for you to be able to buy that trading vessel. So we will meet up at Lorville, and I'll give you the cash, and you can go ahead and make the purchase, and then we can go on your maiden flight together. The Freelancer Max is about 2.1 and some change. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those where I'd always say that if you're saving up money to buy a trading ship, you don't buy the Max. If you have access to get one, like if you have access to get one free, you buy it, right? Because the cost per SCU, you do better saving up the extra couple million to get the Caterpillar. However, again, if you have access to get one, it is a fantastic ship to work with. You'll make very, very solid money out of that ship for a very long time. Alright, Ralph, so what's it looking like? Is the second Caterpillar about to bolt?
Haven't seen any movement yet. A third one came flying by, and I don't know if they're hovering above us or not.
I'm going to try and zoom in here, because I see a couple ships out there, but I don't have everything. There's that one. Which is empty seat. It's an unknown pilot. It's Rashawn. I see the Pisces. And I see you. So we're waiting for him to clear station.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's see, just saw it here. Yeah, I built myself from the LTI Pisces I started with to a Max, now a whole C. You know, the route that I took, I got a Titan that I upgraded to a Max, and then I took the Max and I went to a Prospector. I ended up using the Prospector. All right, have a good one, Lee. I'll see you again later on, man. I went from the Prospector up to the Bandu Merchantman. So that's kind of where my account is sitting at this point. And then on the gray market, we purchased a Hull C as a standalone. Alright, this boy's taking way too long to do what he's got to do.
Probably waiting for a refresh.
want a origin freighter? Is that too much to ask? Yes, Anderson. Yes, it is. A luxury trader. I'm just kicking back and chilling, guys. I know it's, we're just hanging out at this point. We could lift off and go over to Bezdik, but there's no guarantee that Bezdik's going to be any better at this point. You know what? I'll tell you what. I will double check why you are here really quickly. I mean, I don't want to sit there and have to fly the Caterpillar in and out of it, but it's all good. Alright, that's really cool. Almost at Concierge. That'll be awesome. Seeing as I almost got $900 in game by now. Yep. And when those Concierge packages open up, you'll probably be spending a little bit more to make that happen too. Alright, he's still hanging there?
Yes.
I'm gonna fly into Bezdik real quick and check it out, and if it's good, then I'll have you make the jump over here. Let's see, the next time the Star Runner gets on sale, I'll probably go to Concierge. Nah, yeah? Yeah, that seems to be one of the choices.
He just disappeared.
He just disappeared.
Literally, the ship and him disappeared.
Oh, well. Then I will head back. See, I knew the moment I was going to go somewhere, something was going to happen, and it was just like, I should have followed my first thought, which was patience. There's the planet, there's Ralgoth. Let's aim at you. So, Ralgoth, how are your funds looking right now, in general?
Just shy of $1 million.
Alright. We'll let that back and forth kind of go, because it looks like a couple of people are chatting on chat, which is good. Love to see that. Alright, so I'm about 20 kilometers out. I'll be there momentarily. Let's see. It's also my only ship with LTI at the moment. Really love that ship so far. New Double Chin isn't great, but the ship is still sweet. Oh, man. Still seems like it's a pretty good morning to be out and about in the verse, just kind of tooling around doing some stuff. So no other surprise visitors yet, Ralgoth?
Negative.
Alright, good. In that case, I'm coming in hot. There you go. There's a classic landing for you, Xano. Just a little rougher. Really trying to put those shocks to the test. It's kind of funny. Maybe I'm having a little bit of an audio spike here, but it sounds like I got another ship. Maybe it's just the hum of your engines. Alright.
No, we've got a carrot coming in.
Well, let's get you loaded. So here's the challenge. I don't know which caterpillar is which because of we were out of order before. So I want to say I'm going to load one. Open your bay doors and see if you've got cargo here in a second. Alright, go check and see if you have cargo.
Negative.
Alright, go ahead and run over to mine and take mine off then. Yep, so we have an actual Carrack owner is what we have at this point then.
And a Max just landed.
Alright, no worries. And double check and make sure that you see cargo on that one.
Yep.
Alright. So given the amount of traffic here and what is going on, should I fly on over to Besdick? It looks like you're getting a lot more going on today. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We're going to do this a little bit differently. I'll meet you back over at Lorville.
Okay.
Reason why I'm going to do that, guys, just so so that we can have you know, we've got the one that just came in, that just loaded, right? And then I'll pull out another one and fly back with you. That way our second trip is going to be the 2 caterpillars. So our third trip and final trip is one where I can easily commit suicide on the final cat while you fly back in. We'll just adjust the process a little bit, just because we got a little bit of extra, you know, traffic going on at the moment. Well, sure, Shiruki, it is what it is. I mean, we have caterpillars, we have Carracks. People own some of those ships. It just happens to be one of those times where somebody who legitimately owns one brought it out. It's just, that's the way it goes sometimes. If that's the largest ship that they have and they want to run Laranite with it, then that's what they're going to do. I mean, now, if this wasn't a scenario where we had Laranite, you know, just availability at this point, then I would have quickly just shifted and said, let's load up with titanium and bail, right? Just in order to make something. But, again, I mean, I'm sitting on enough funds right now that it's just, I can hold out and be a little bit more picky. Yeah, Eric, that's a very true statement. There's not a whole ton of them that are very big, that are very cool. I mean, they need to open up some features, like, you know, with the reclaimer, they need to hurry up and get some salvage stuff in play to make that one a lot more viable of just a ship instead of just, right now, it's just a floating hulk. Yeah, I'm waiting. I am still holding out hope and waiting for those to come in game, especially my merchantman. Mercenary capital ships. Alright, so Caterpillar 3.
I'm at 28% hydration.
Okay. You think you got time left for one more run?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, where are you at? Are you about to land?
Yep.
Alright, so meet me in Hangar 5 after you land. Alright, full disclosure, guys. I'm probably going to get back on the caffeine habit here soon. Those of you that have been around know that I've been off of it for a little while. It's not working for me whatsoever.
You said hangar 4?
Hangar 5. So just hop on board. I should be able to see when you join the channel. So that way I can just go ahead and lift us off and get it out of here. Well, you know, I did it on behest of my wife, Red Dragon, just so that, you know, I could lose a little weight kind of routine. But the problem is that because I'm a morning streamer, I just don't feel like I have the energy without having a little bit of caffeine in my system. And I'm not a coffee drinker. So it's one of those where my vice was always, the only vice that I really had was a lot of, was drinking a Coke or a soda or something like that, right? And, you know, so I kind of gave those up at her request. And it's one where it's like, I'm struggling. Well, that's the thing is, I usually go with the sugar-free caffeine stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably be jumping back on the caffeine habit again. In my whole life so far, I've drunk a whole little sip of coffee, almost had to vomit, and never touched that stuff again. I don't know. You know, sometimes it's the artificial sweeteners, though, the ones that really just, they taste like crap to me. So, just it is what it is. Are you on board? I didn't see the deal pop up.
Yeah, I've been on board.
Okay, I never saw it pop up. That's strange. Crap. That should be aerial right there. That's Aberdeen. Okay. Let's see which way we are headed out. So we're headed out on a good angle, so we should still be able to get to aerial. Alright, as soon as I jump into Quantum, man, I'll have you jump over into the pilot seat. Yeah, Anderson, I saw that. It's just, and also Ariel's usually a little bit of a larger planet compared to Aberdeen. I just kind of caught the glimpse of it on the screen as I was changing angles there. So, not a big deal. So remember when Mike used 10 plus I intelligence equipment, that attribute. Oh dear God. God, I am never living that fucking thing down. Okay. Alright. So how about this, guys? How about I make this as a statement? If the Capital Ship Fund actually hits the total amount, on that day that it hits the total amount, I will don the chicken suit and I will play the entire fucking day in the chicken suit. That's the chicken suit deal now. there's the challenge. Gauntlets thrown. And it won't just be a little dance for a minute and a half on stream. It'll be a whole fucking stream day. No, see, the whole thing is, it's a community thing. It is a community thing. So, you know, eventually that goal is going to tick off. So it is official at this point in time. As soon as that goal is completely done and met, I will stream an entire day in the fucking chicken costume. Let's see. Why did Lathan not show up? There it is. I just had the wrong angle. Alright, you ready to take over?
Yep.
Alright, getting ready to hit the jump. All yours. I will add those words to that configuration there. So let's do this. Let's go to the donation. Let's go to properties. Donation. I have to reset the goal in order to be able to do it, but that's okay.
We have a caterpillar coming in, a 600i down there, and another caterpillar down there.
Alright, well, one caterpillar's mine.
Okay, well, we got one coming in from the side, and the 600i that's down there.
Let me update this.
Thank you!
Jelly, he's already en route. He's like, we're gonna make this happen. Alright, so 11. Yeah, the box isn't big enough. I'm gonna have to adjust it, but it's overlaid. So I will fix that and clean that up. But there you go. It is now part of the overall stream package. So I will get that updated on there.
We're down.
Alright. I'm headed down and out to the terminal real quick. Let's see if we can get in there and do anything. This should be my second caterpillar in the list at this point. Alright, I didn't get a chance to see anything out and about. Did we still have people that are here? Or did it look like they were lifting off?
That 600i is staring at me. I'm wondering if he's gonna try and pad ram me or not.
If you want to lift off the pad and give him the pad, go ahead. Just hover over the building.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see. It should be, yours should be this one. Now, here in a second, double check and make sure you have, go ahead and check and see if you have product on.
Negative.
Really? Okay. I'm going to check the other caterpillar real quick. See, this is what happens when you get out of cycle. Makes things a little bit more interesting. May I run back and check the cargo bay? Yep, this one is fully loaded. So you may need to land and grab this one.
I can. Will do. All right.
Just land where I like to, which is behind the trade post. I don't see the Pisces anymore.
It's down there.
Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. So yeah, Jelly, I know that didn't update on stream live, but it was because I was in the middle of reposting it. So I'll set it as $50 has already been donated towards it. But that'll be something that I have to clean up here in just a little bit, because I'm going to have to resize all that stuff too. Because unfortunately, that is a lot of stuff to be typing into that one little bar. Let's see, we'll do it as capital ship and chicken suit stream fund. Maybe that'll be short enough. Alright, and I am clear of station, so as soon as you have that other one, go ahead and head on back to Lorville. And I will update this. Let's see, properties. Let's end that one and go cap ship / chicken suit stream fund. Let's set that to 2,000 for the Kraken, and we will set it as 50 for what was just done. Done with that.
Cleared zone.
Alright. No worries. So again, with the overlay there, it's I'm gonna have to kind of work that up a little bit better. But there you go. So it is at least tracking it. So I appreciate that, Jelly. I am happy to see that you are willing to contribute to me totally embarrassing myself. That'll be a fantastic deal. So the only thing that's still on station right now, according to what I'm seeing, is just my Caterpillar, so I should be able to load and come right on back. Uh-oh, classic landing. Bad one. This little thing is quick.
Yes.
Hey, Chris. How's it going, Mike? Glad to see both of y'all able to jump back on. let's see. There we go. It spun on me a little bit. Yeah, Anderson, that one got away from me. I really was not paying attention to how quick that thing was. And as I got down, I tapped my my W key, and it just went like lurching forward. Yeah, Red. Apparently, Jelly is my sugar daddy. That's he did the donation for the whole sea. But again, I am truly 100% appreciative of everything that is going on. I mean, you brought us hours and hours and hours of entertainment with your original donation for me having a smart-ass mouth. So, you know, you will forever hold a special place in my heart, Red Dragon. And infinite fame on the the YouTube stream at this point. Alright, second cat loaded and ready to bounce out of here. I will say this, besides, Jelly is a really cool cat. I enjoy playing with him. He's turned me on to a lot of different gameplay styles in this game, and I'm really happy to be able to have him around. So there's our sappy moment for the day. And by the way, Jelly, just so it's not too sappy, go to hell, sir. Go to hell. Red Dragon, my donation was to humiliate, his is to help. Well, again, it's entertainment, right? That's what streamers are here for, is to entertain. And as long as you are getting your entertainment, then that's all I can say. Good deal. Good deal. Alright, now, can we get back to Hurston? Is it going to give me a route? There it goes. Alright, nice. Finally. Oh, got Afterburn on. So, there we go. Alright. So the funny thing here is, Ralgoff, I have lost track of which caterpillars actually have material on them.
That's not good.
There is one that I have that is not accounted for yet. So I think what will probably happen is we'll just go ahead and sell this round. It's a little after 11 o'clock. We'll go ahead and sell this round. I'm going to transfer some cash over to you. And, I'll just kind of pick back up and goof around for a little bit for the last bit of the stream. Yeah, admittedly, and there's the sun. That sucks. But admittedly, I made a bad calculation when I told you just go ahead and lift that one back off.
I'm landed.
Because it's like the terminal kind of renumbers things at a certain point in time. Now, for those of you that have never done it, um, I strongly recommend it. One of the first times I had gone through and done this was the other night with Jelly and Khakis. And low flying. If you have not taken a fighter or something out to a planet location and done some high-speed low flying, man, it is a fantastic way to enjoy some new content in the verse. It's not only skills building, but you get a chance to see a lot more of what's sitting on the planets, what the planets have to offer, and you might really be surprised. It really was a very welcome surprise to get out there and do that the other night.
I'll meet you at CBD.
No worries, man.
I gotta get some hydration.
That's what I kind of figured, which is the reason why I was like, just land it. We'll sell. What are you down to? Teens?
17.
Yeah. And on that day that we have to do that chicken suit stream, we will use the title that you guys came up with. So it'll be Lord Cluck. Yep, that'll be a very, very interesting day that I will probably never live down. So. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need to take this call. Alright, guys. So, if you will, indulge me here, I apologize. But the phone call that just came through is one I put them on a hold for just 1 second so I can get the ship on the ground. This is one of the recruiting firms that I have been working with on some opportunities in the market for me. So I am probably going to go ahead and have to end stream here because I know that this conversation is going to take a little bit longer. But I will see everybody back on tomorrow, and don't forget, we will have multiple Freelancer Maxes that will be available for giveaway. So with that, I'm going to say keep on adventuring, and as far as you are on Ralgoth, if you can stick around, I'll meet you at CBD.
Gotcha.